Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, Erev Shabbos, May 7th, 25th day of ER, and we have so many exciting things to talk about what's happening in Shul already beginning this Shabbos. First, I want to begin by wishing all the mothers out there a very, very happy Mother's Day, and all those who aspire to be mothers, we pray on your behalf that one day also you'll be able to soon celebrate Mother's Day, and I hope everyone has an enjoyable weekend. Given the nicer weather, and now we have our tent that has been put up on our beautiful patio outdoors, we will resume having Kiddush. As I mentioned, the greatest three words one could ever hear in synagogue is Kiddush following services. So yes, that brings with it a few adjustments. So just to remind everyone that our shir, which normally was held at 8:30 up until COVID, and now when we came back to shul was done between Mincha and Maariv. We'll go back to the 8:30 slot. So 8:30 a.m. we'll have the Parsha shir. I'll be giving the shir tomorrow, davening at 9, Kiddush following. And then after Mincha, between Mincha and Maariv, we're going to resume also a great, wonderful time of Shal Shudas, the third meal, which we'll have in our tent each and every week. And I want to thank the Mandils for sponsoring Shal Shudas this week. And our Kiddush this week is being sponsored in honor of all of the mothers, a special Mother's Day Kiddush. But wait, there's more. That was for you, Laser. There's a lot more happening this week. May 13th, Thursday. Please tune in. By the way, you should tune in every day. You should tune in all week to JM and the AM on the Nachum Segal Network. But something that we had arranged well over a year ago and got pushed off until now. But JM and the AM is going to be broadcasting live from Eitz Chaim this coming Thursday from 6 to 9 a.m. The entire show will be broadcast from our shul, and the entire show will be about our shul. So this is a great opportunity for us to shine and show the rest of the world exactly how incredible this community and this synagogue is. And then, of course, following, we have Shavuos, we have Shabbos, we have Shavuos, and Erica and Jeremy Brown will be here for Shavuos. We have all-night learning, we have programs for the kids, we have a special women's program that will take place on Shavuos. Again, the schedule will be released very, very early next week. We're just fine-tuning and tweaking the last details of it, but there's so many exciting things that are going on. And perhaps most importantly, the most exciting thing that's going on, Wednesday, June 9th, our annual barbecue celebration, welcoming everyone back to shul. We'll have a festive barbecue outside. It'll be lots of fun. But most importantly, it's our major fundraiser of the year for the shul. You're going to be, over the next few weeks, hearing from several members of our shul talking about the barbecue, and I'm so excited to be able to bring that to you in due time. So lots going on. And in that vein, I wanted to share with you from, again, going back to Rabbi Sachs' Judaism Life-Changing Ideas from the great Lord Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Zecher Tzadik Livracha. And on this week's Parsha of Behar, talking about society and money and distribution of wealth and the mentality that we have, because the Torah tells us that we have to have a Shemitah year every 7 years. In fact, this coming Rosh Hashanah begins a new Shemitah year in Israel. So if you have children in Israel, like I do, they will have a unique adjustment going to Israel in the year of Shemitah. If you've ever been there, it's something unusual. But the Torah tells us that in the 7th year, you can't work the fields, and you have to let it lay fallow, and you have to kind of rely on God. We'll talk a little bit about this more tomorrow, God willing. But I'll share with you Rabbi Sachs' beautiful words about wealth and about Judaism and our attitude. Nowhere is this clearer than in Parshas Behar, where it tells us that Jewish law rests on the principle that only God owns anything. Because after 7 years, you don't own the field. And after 50 years, you have the Jubilee years, and things go back to their ancestral heritage. What we possess, we don't own, but we merely hold in trust. That's why the concept of tzedek or tzedakah is untranslatable into English, because it means both justice and charity. In English, justice and charity are radically different. We do justice because we must. We give charity because we may. If I give you $1,000 because I owe it to you, that's justice. If I give you the same amount because I owe you nothing, but I think you deserve it or you need it, that's charity. An act may be one or the other, but not both. In Judaism, by contrast, what we possess is not ours. It belongs to God. He has merely placed it in our safekeeping. We are looking after it on behalf of God. One of the conditions of that trust is that if we have more than we need, we should share with those who have less than they need. That is tzedakah, justice and charity combined. A simple personal level, this is a life-changing idea. Think of what you possess not as something you own, but as something you hold in trust for the benefit not only of you and your family, but also of others. And here's the key line. In life, ask not what can I gain, but what can I give? You will travel more lightly with greater joy. You will enhance the lives of others. You will feel that your life is worthwhile. Hardly any of us can give on the scale of the story that he mentioned about Maurice and Vivian. But when it comes to giving, scale does not matter. Be a blessing to others, and you will find that life has been a blessing to you. And here's the life-changing idea. In life, ask what can I get? Don't ask what can I gain, but what can I give? Be a blessing to others, and you will find that life has been a blessing to you. This was made extremely abundantly clear to me this week when I've been working with Alyssa Fulop and Amber's bat mitzvah, and which was pushed off because of COVID. But she took upon herself a mitzvah project, which was very, very difficult. It's there is a camp that helps children who have lost parents, and they can share their grief, and they can counsel and find solace with one another, and certainly a level of understanding which most people probably could not identify with, certainly at that young age. And we dearly remember Dan Fulop, who was really an incredible human being, a great member of our shul, and a great friend. And she decided to channel her grief into helping others and to fund this camp. And a GoFundMe campaign was started, and within days, Alyssa had to already increase the goal because so many people wanted to participate. And she said, you know what? It really feels good to give. And when you get involved in something, when you're passionate about something, when you give, you really are getting. And that's why we always say that v'natan, and you shall give in Hebrew, is a palindrome, right? Notain, nun, tough nun, same backwards and forwards, because when you give, you're actually receiving, which is appropriate now in our shul. We're back. We're functioning more and more programming, more shiurim, more things that are on the horizon, great things that are happening. But Wednesday, June 9th, our annual fundraiser, we're asking you, don't ask what can I get, but ask what can I give? And by your giving to your shul, by giving to your community, it enables us to be able to give back to you. So by your giving, you're actually getting. So this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to come together, to be together, to enjoy the company that we have missed for so long. But it's also an opportunity to realize real tzedakah, justice, charity, understanding that the shul needs you, your shul needs you. Your shul has been here for you throughout. It's time for you to be here for your shul. So don't ask what you can gain, but rather ask what you can give. I can't wait to see everybody in shul this Shabbos. Wish you all Shabbat Shalom. Have a great day.